Not everyone loves urban living, but if it's for you, this is the video that you need to watch. When it comes to Pennsylvania, there's truthfully not a big difference between the cost of renting versus the cost of a mortgage because of overall Philadelphia's affordability. Let's go over the pros and the cons of buying a home in Philadelphia so you know if it's best for you or not. Starting with the cons, and in no specific order, the first con that we have to talk about is the parking. Along with most major cities, traffic and parking can be horrible in the city. Only a small amount of Philadelphia homes have private parking, a driveway, or a garage. Depending on the type of home that you're looking to buy, it would then depend on how likely it is to have a private parking spot. For example, if you want a traditional townhome or row home style house, it's very unlikely to have a private parking spot because most homes with this style, you enter in on the first floor instead of having a garage on the first floor. So for the most part, this style of home doesn't offer any parking options besides the street. If you aren't looking for a row home or townhouse style living, then parking might be a bit more attainable with a luxury condo. These buildings almost always have a parking garage below the building. The buildings sometimes offer valet services as well. When it comes to private parking, it also has a lot to do with the specific neighborhood within Philadelphia that you're looking to move to. Some neighborhoods are much more congested than others. Keep in mind that Philadelphia isn't really a big city. Just for context, the city is only 142 square miles, comparing that to New York City, which is 303 square miles. If you wanted to live in Philadelphia without owning a car and having to worry about insurance, parking, gas, and all of the issues and worries that come with owning a car in the city, Philly living without a car is completely doable because it is a bit of a smaller city, so it's extremely walkable. And if you're not feeling like walking, the public transportation options are plentiful. The second con of buying a home in Philadelphia is the vertical living. Most neighborhoods within the city are made up of the standard row home or townhouse style home. These homes are built with anywhere from 2 to 4 stories. So if you're looking for a home that has a first floor primary suite, or if you want just overall 1-story living, this type of home will definitely not be an option for you. These standard style homes have a basement, and on the first floor, most likely a living room, a dining space, a kitchen, and a half bath. On the second floor, it's likely to find a couple of bedrooms, a full bathroom or two, along with the primary suite, or sometimes the third floor will be the entire primary suite. Over the past decade or two, Philadelphia has seen a huge boom in new construction homes, but we'll talk more about that later on in the video. But ever since these new construction multi-floor type homes have been built, it's very common to have a roof deck up top as well. If you're looking for a Philly home that offers first floor living, then it might be better to look more at a luxury condo as opposed to a row home style living. Another very important con that we have to talk about is the lack of backyards. If a backyard is important to you for your new home, it might be tough to find in the city. If you were to buy a townhouse, some townhomes have a very small backyard or patio space. And if you would rather buy a condo, most of the luxury condo buildings have some sort of outdoor patio with a dog park or a grassy area or some sort of outdoor living. If all you need is enough space to soak up some sun rays in the summer or let the dog out, one of the smaller backyards on the general townhome style living house is probably all you'll need. Before we jump over to the pros of buying a home in Philadelphia, let's go over the last con, which is the lack of single family homes. I recently had a client that moved from a city on the West Coast into the Philadelphia area, and they wanted a single family home that was not attached to anyone else. They wanted a backyard and they wanted parking, but due to their job restrictions, they also needed to be very close to Center City. Unfortunately, homes like this are very scarce in the city, and just how condensed the neighborhoods truly are. If that's the style of home and the style of living that you're looking for, I would highly suggest looking out into the suburbs that are still maybe only 20 or 30 minutes right outside of Center City, Philadelphia, so that you can get the single family home with a yard and tons of privacy and everything that the single family home type house has to offer, but also still being a pretty close commute down into Center City. And now for the pros of buying a home in Philly. In no specific order, the first pro is the tax abatement. In the year 2000, the city implemented a brand new tax benefit to give builders and buyers the benefit of low property taxes. The way that the tax abatement works is the land and the home have 2 different tax values. So for a property with a tax abatement, for 10 years, the property owner will only need to pay taxes on the value that is assigned to the land. not the actual value of the improvements on the land, such as a fully remodeled home, a new construction home, etc. This abatement was huge for Philadelphia because it sparked a new construction boom. It was a great incentive for builders to start developing, and it worked. Philadelphia started booming with new construction. All of the new construction attracted tons of buyers, not only from the suburbs who were looking to move into the city to enjoy the urban living, and now they can enjoy a brand new construction home, but also those that live in some of the major cities around Philadelphia, because now they can get a brand new construction home in an extremely vibrant city with very little property taxes. Feeding off of the first pro, the next pro that we're going to talk about is the sheer amount of new construction that is available on the market in Philadelphia. There are tons and tons of new construction homes and condo buildings available in Philly. Of course, depending on what you're looking for within your new home, if we see 10 properties, it's likely that around 6 of them will be new construction or would have been built within the last 5 years. New construction is completely taking over the city, and it's great to see Philly full of new homes. So there's an overall great mix between homes that are historic with tons of character and brand new construction homes as well. Which brings us to the next pro of buying a home in Philly: luxury condo buildings. These buildings, whether newly built or a little older, are truly breathtaking. These buildings are like mini resorts all within one building. The condos look like something out of a magazine, and most of the buildings are packed with amenities. If you love the convenience of condo living and all of the amenities that come with it, such as a doorman, private parking, spas, barbers, coffee shops, dog parks, pools, etc., then a luxury condo building in the heart of Philadelphia might be a great option for you. Moving on to the next pro, and if luxury condo living is not for you and you prefer your own home, then a townhouse or row home style might be best. As I mentioned before, there are tons of new construction homes, and along with these new construction homes, almost every builder is putting a roof deck at the top of these homes, which is our next pro. Since most homes in Philly don't have backyards, just about every builder and developer is putting the backyard up on the roof. Roof decks are so common in Philadelphia. They're perfect for the outside backyard living space that you would typically miss out on in the city, but now just on top of your house instead of out back. I've seen people use their roof deck for just about anything you could imagine. Everything from full outdoor kitchens to gyms to kind of just an outdoor backyard space for the kids, artificial turf put up there for their dogs, and really anything else you can imagine. So what do you think? Is buying a home in Philadelphia sound good to you? If so, I would love to help you. If not, I would love to help you find a home out in the suburbs of Philadelphia. All of my contact information is below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over on the next video.